this one is you're gonna go E. You're gonna go E, D, E. No, you're gonna go E, F, A, G, E for the first part. And for the next part, you're gonna go E, D, E. You're gonna go E, D, E, G, E. So it's gonna sound like this. And for the next part, it's which is just E, D, E, E, D, E, D, C. And then for the last part, it's really simple. It's just C, C, B, hold on. That's C, B, G, A. So for this one, you're gonna want to start off with low F, which sounds like this. You're gonna want to do that first, and then you want to go up to G flat. So then you go back down to low D. So it sounds like this. And then for that next part, the really low part, you're gonna want to do low D sharp, which I can't. My saxophone doesn't really play that well, but it sounds like this. If yours plays it correctly, it's fingered like this. So the whole, and then you go back up to G sharp, or like, yeah. So the whole thing sounds like this. So for this, you're gonna want to do F, A, G for the first part, so it sounds like this. And for the other half, you're gonna want to do this, which is I think F sharp, D, F sharp, and then you do E twice, so it sounds like this. And for the second half, you're gonna want to do that, but without the first F. So the second half is gonna sound like this. So this is what the whole thing sounds like. So this one's gonna be low E, high D, and then the next part is C, B, C, B, A, B, low E, low D, and then you go through it again. So it sounds like this. And then you do it again. So remember, that's low E to high E for the first part, so it sounds like this. And then you do a D after that. And then the next part is C, B. The next part is a little faster. C, B, C, B, A, B, and then you have the low E, so it sounds like this. So the whole thing together sounds like this. So this one's as simple as it gets. You go F sharp, F, and you go F, F sharp, and then you go E flat, F sharp. Yeah, you go E flat, F, my bad. So you're gonna do F sharp, F, F, F sharp, E flat, F, and then you end with F sharp, F. So it sounds like this. And then you just repeat. repeat that. So for this one, you're gonna start with 6 G's, so it sounds like this in this pattern. Actually, that's 7, so it sounds like this. And then you're gonna go to 4 B flats, so it sounds like this. And then you go to F, and then 5 E flats. And then you play D, 4 D, 5 C's, a B, and no, a B flat, and then you continue. So start off with 7 G's, and then 4 B flats, and then you go to F, and then 4 E flats. So that sounds like. And then you have a D, and then 5 C's, and then 1 B flat. So the whole thing sounds like this. Let me try that again. And then you're just going to repeat that. All right, so for this one, you're going to want to do E, C, F, E, C, F, E, D, D, E, C, E, C, D, C, D, C, hold on. Let me play what I just said. And then you're going to want to do C, D, C, D. So it's E, C, F, F, E, D, D, C, E, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, D. My bad, at the end it's actually C, E, C, D. So it's. Alright, for this one you're going to want to go C, D, D, F, D, D, E flat, D, D, E flat, C, E flat. So it sounds like this. And then you just repeat that. So for this one, you're going to want to go A, C, E, F, A for the first part. That's a high A. And then for the next part, you're going to want to do F, E, which is. And for the last part, you're going to want to do high F, just F, E, F, E, F, E, D, and then E, A flat. So this is what this is going to sound like. And that last part, you do a little fast part with the E, F, E, D. So it's going to sound like. So here's what the whole thing sounds like. Alright, so for this first part, you're going to want to do F sharp, E, F sharp, and then you do E, C flat, and then you do E, C flat again, and then C sharp, my bad, E, C sharp, and then you do D, F sharp, E, and that's for the intro, so it sounds like this. And then for the actual part, you all know, you do high D, and then you do, I think this is high A, and then you do D, so it sounds like this. And then you just repeat that.